Hello, Morongo Basin and listeners around the world online at Z107.7 FM.com. This is your Z107.7 Local News for Tuesday, June 25th, 2024. A road rage incident last week left one of the parties without their keys and in need of a tow. According to the San Bernardino County Sheriff's logs, on Friday, June 21st, just before 8 a.m., two vehicles were reported to be cutting each other off as they traveled westbound on Highway 62 toward Joshua Tree. The two parties pulled over near Park Boulevard where they got into a further physical altercation on the side of the road. After the fight, one of the parties fled in a gray Nissan Sentra, allegedly with the keys to the other person's work truck. The driver of the truck says that after the Nissan fled, he was unable to find his truck keys and called the sheriff's department to report the incident to law enforcement as well as document the incident for his work. The truck was towed to a residence and no arrests were made in the incident. Sidewalk and outdoor displays are on the docket once again for the Yucca Valley Planning Commission. Here's the reporter Adeline J. Wells with more on that and tonight's meeting.
In efforts to improve the appearance of Highway 62, the Yucca Valley Planning Commission will consider design guidelines for sidewalk and outdoor displays. Yucca Valley does not currently have any regulations for such displays, which are commonly found at secondhand stores throughout town. The Commission discussed the matter previously at a meeting in November, as well as at 2 meetings in May. Town staff has drafted commercial design guidelines based on feedback from these meetings. The Town Council will need to initiate any amendments to the Development Code. The Planning Commission will also discuss the Capital Improvement Program. This 5-year plan includes a variety of public infrastructure projects set to be developed throughout Yucca Valley. These include the Aquatics and Recreation Center, the Old Town Beautification and Sustainability Project, the Community Center Athletic Facility, street widening, the Crack Slurry Seal Project, and more. Town staff will provide updates on allocating town resources for the program for fiscal years 2024-2025 through the end of 2030. Tonight's meeting is open to the public and begins at 6 p.m. at the Yucca Valley Community Center. Reporting for Z107.7, this is Adeline J. Wells.
The Morongo Unified School District Board of Trustees will hold their second June meeting and their first since school has been out tonight at Joshua Tree Elementary at 6 p.m. Reporter Gabriel Hart has the meeting's agenda for us today.
For the meeting's agenda, Assistant Superintendent of Secondary Education Amy Woods will present a summary on the local indicators for the LCAP or Local Control Accountability Plan, with priorities including appropriately assigned teachers, implementation of academic standards, parental involvement, and family engagement. The board will provide outlines for various courses, including Construction Trades 2, Unified Leadership, Unified Physical Education, and the Career Technical Education Exploration Lab. The Board of Education is requested to adopt Resolution 2423 for the MUSD to self-certify an increase in the federal micro-purchase threshold from the previous limit of $10,000 to $50,000. Action items include the adoption of the 2024-25 budget, the authorization of mileage reimbursement for parents and guardians driving their child to and from individual education plan services, approval for the submission of a declaration of need for fully qualified educators on behalf of MUSD, and approval for the Workplace Violence Prevention Plan. Reporting for Z107.7, this is Gabriel Hart.
The Twentynine Palms City Council meets tonight in regular session at 6 p.m. On tonight's agenda, the USGS will be evaluating the geohydrologic and the geochemical conditions within the city. Burtech has a rate increase regarding the residential organic waste hauling, and the TBID subcommittee is getting a new appointment, along with code enforcement expecting to purchase a brand new Ford F-150 pickup truck. The meeting starts at 6 p.m. at 6136 Adobe Road in Twentynine Palms. You can attend online. Visit twentynepalms.org or our website for a link. And today in San Bernardino, county supervisors are holding their regular twice-monthly meeting at 10 o'clock. The 5-member board is expected to adopt a resolution calling on the California Insurance Commissioner, legislature, and governor to declare a state of emergency and take immediate action to strengthen and stabilize the state's marketplace for homeowners and commercial property insurance. Reporter Mike Lipsitz is here with more on the issue.
Increased risk of wildfires and other natural disasters caused by climate change and rising home construction costs have pushed many insurers to the tipping point. 7 of California's largest property insurers, State Farm, Allstate, Farmers, The Hartford, USAA, Travelers, Nationwide, and Chubb, recently decided to limit or stop writing new homeowners and commercial property policies in the Golden State. The move raises questions about the stability of the state's property insurance market, which could have far-reaching repercussions affecting an already strained housing market. Passage of the Board of Supervisors resolution tomorrow aims to strengthen California's negotiating powers as it works to keep insurance companies writing policies in the state. More details and information can be found on the Board of Supervisors agenda, which you can access from a link in this story at Z107.7fm.com. Reporting for Z107.7 News, this is Mike Lipsitz.
Anna Marini is the search and rescue coordinator for Joshua Tree National Park, and during a recent interview on the June 21st Up Close show, she and Joshua Tree National Park Superintendent Jane Rogers went over park visitation in the summer months and how to stay safe visiting the park in the recent heat wave. Hillary Sloan joins us with more.
During her conversation with Gary Daigneault, Anna Marini, the National Park Preventive Search and Rescue Coordinator, spoke of the importance of preparation when visiting the park. The more you know about your environment, the better prepared you will be when hiking, walking, climbing, or driving. Marini suggested packing water, salty snacks, emergency shade like an umbrella, a navigation device such as a phone, and an SOS device. Protective clothing, a hat, good shoes, and at least a gallon of water per person. Carry the water in multiple vessels in case you drop one. Most of this will fit in a small backpack. Be mindful of the heat on your animal's paws for those with dogs. Marini uses a thermometer to show visitors how extreme the temperatures can get. Asphalt can reach between 130 and 160 degrees when the air temperature is 100. You could not stand barefoot in those temperatures. There are also restrictions on where dogs can go for the safety of the wild animals. Marini said dogs are allowed wherever your car can go. Taking care of yourself is a priority. If you feel symptoms of heat-related illness, speak up if you are in a group. Stop, slow down, find shade, and sip water slowly. Marini spoke about the possible early signs of heat-related problems and to take them seriously.
Your body's going to give you a lot of warning signs before it turns into severe heat illness. Maybe it's going to start as a headache, kind of a dull headache in the back of your head. It's easy to ignore, right? We do that all the time. But maybe you're going to start to feel a little nauseous. It's possible you might vomit, but some of the other symptoms might be some heat cramps, some heat edema. Maybe your hands or feet are swelling. I think of that as sausage fingers when you're hiking. If you've experienced that before, your rings get a little tight, that type of thing. So your body's saying, hey, we should slow down.
If someone experiences this in your group, aggressively cool them down and call for help. Use the SOS service on your phone if available. Before going on your hike, talk to the rangers and the park volunteers. Park volunteers at trailheads can help you find safe trails and provide information for your safety. For the full version of this interview and more safety tips, visit our website and go to the Up Close show at Z107.7fm.com. For Z107.7, this is reporter Hillary Sloan.
And that's your news for Tuesday. You can hear local news 7 times a day, 7 days a week at 7, 8, 9, noon, 4, 5, and 6. More Morongo Basin residents get their local news from Z107.7 than any other source. Reporting out of Joshua Tree, California, alongside the award-winning Z107.7 News team, I'm Robert Haydon.